Is the heat index real? Complaining about the humidity is a mainstay of small talk. It's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity is a common refrain around the South, just as it's a dry heat is a go-to line in the desert Southwest. The cliches aren't wrong on this one. A hot and humid day can have a dramatic effect on both your comfort and your health. We can measure this very real impact on your body using the heat index. The heat index is the temperature it feels like to your body when you factor in both the actual air temperature and the amount of moisture in the air. If the heat index is 103 degrees Fahrenheit, that means that the combination of heat and humidity has a similar physical impact on your body as it would if the actual air temperature were 103 degrees. Even though it's tempting to think of the heat index as an exaggerated temperature that only exists to make the heat sound worse than it really is, scientists came up with the measurements after decades of medical and meteorological research devoted to studying the impact of heat and humidity on the human body. It's the real deal. The dew point is an important component of the heat index. The dew point is the temperature at which the air would reach 100% relative humidity, or become fully saturated with moisture like on a foggy morning. Since cooler air can't hold as much moisture as warmer air, lower dew points reflect lower moisture levels and higher dew points indicate higher moisture levels. Dew points below 60 degrees Fahrenheit are comfortable, while readings reaching 70 and even 80 degrees range from muggy to downright oppressive. Measuring humidity on a hot day is important because moisture is how your body naturally cools itself off. Your sweat cools the surface of your skin through a process known as evaporative cooling. If the air is packed with moisture, it takes longer for your sweat to evaporate than it would in more normal conditions, preventing you from cooling off efficiently. The inability to lower your body temperature when it's hot can quickly lead to medical emergencies like heat exhaustion or heat stroke, which is why the heat index is such an important measurement to pay attention to during the summer months. The heat index is generally considered dangerous once the value climbs above 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and your risk of falling ill increases the higher the heat index climbs. Dry climates can have the opposite effect on your body, with the distinct lack of moisture in the air making it feel cooler to your body than it really is. Summers get oppressively hot in places like Arizona and Iraq, but the heat doesn't affect residents as severely because the air is extremely dry. Dew points in desert regions can hover at or below 32 degrees Fahrenheit even when the air temperature is well above 100 degrees, which is about as dry as it can get in the natural world. In 2016, a city in Kuwait measured the all-time highest confirmed temperature ever recorded in the Eastern Hemisphere, where temperatures climbed to a sweltering 129 degrees during the day on July 21, 2016. The dew point there at the same time was nearly 100 degrees cooler, leading to a heat index of just 110 degrees, much lower than the actual air temperature. That's not necessarily a good thing. Extreme heat combined with extreme aridity can make your sweat evaporate too efficiently, quickly dehydrating you and potentially leading to medical emergencies similar to those you would experience in a much more humid region of the world.